construction fund.
NewsX has exclusively spoken with Shiv Sena Uddhav faction member of parliament, former MP Priyanka Chaturvedi, after 6 UBT MPs rebelled from the faction.
Well, it's that time where not only Uddhav Thackeray is thinking of deja vu, but also the Janta of Maharashtra is on the same boat. And to talk more about this, we have been joined by former MP Priyanka Chaturvedi ji. Ma'am, help us understand what is happening. In fact, people are clueless, and again we are talking about the same thing what we have seen few years back. Again we are talking about defection, anti-defection law, and again there is politics going around, and till Delhi the politics have reached.
No, I've only been hearing a lot of sources-based information, a lot of speculation around our MPs, and the names that are coming out. Some of the MPs have come forward and said that they're not even in Delhi, yet their names are being splattered around as the ones who are defecting. There was stories doing the rounds that they had the separate bloc has gone and met the speaker. That is also not true, because we have no evidence, no proof, no documents, no photographs to prove that. And on the other hand, we are being asked so many questions on the basis of speculation. So it is, I would say, people are not just watching it as deja vu. People are judging, and people are angry at what is happening. Please remember, when they came out and voted in 2024, it was in the peak summer season of April. And they made their choice very clear that they were voting for Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray ji's party. And you were just a candidate. Yes, of course, you may be popular, but converting popularity into victory is not usually the case. Otherwise, Smriti Irani would have won, right? She did not. So the point is just this: the party helps you win. And the under party leadership that you have managed to come, you have to respect that. In case you have lost faith in the leadership, or you have 101 reasons to have an issue with, or a bone to pick with, then you might as well step down and contest a fresh election. And that is what people expect of their representatives. And if this version comes true, which I highly doubt, but if this version comes true, it would be not just unfortunate betrayal, but it would also be unfortunate to the voters of this country, because every single vote that went to them today stands invalidated.
Let's go back on 14th of June, where clearly Uddhavji called for the party meeting of all these MPs, and out of 9, unfortunately, only 4 turned out to be physically present there, number 1. Number 2, now they are technically, we have seen the letter of Arvind Sawant reaching out to Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, talking about the reservation of their constitutional rights as a political party. Where do you think is the loophole where, didn't Shiv Sena pick up that on 14th of June itself, that people are talking about Operation Tiger and it's already at place somewhere?
No, please understand one thing. Operation Tiger is being spoken, and firstly, let's not call it Operation Tiger.
Okay.
Because Tiger has one trait, which is it doesn't, hunt you down from the back. It hunts straightforward, it hunts right in front of your eyes. So its hunt is not like a betrayal, right? This is, you can call it Operation Traitor, simply because they voted on something, and not just about the party, it's about the people. Yeah. You're going against the will of the people. So firstly, the speculation about so-called operation has been going on since 2024. That every parliament session that is about to happen, there's this news of operation that is taking place, some shift that is happening. It hasn't happened. So, of course, we did not take it the way it is. It was a routine meeting that was called. 5 of the MPs got in touch virtually, and they categorically said that they were caught up with other issues within their family or their constituencies, etc. So, we have no reason to disbelieve them. And we have no reason to go with all the speculation that is coming from the Shinde faction. But if this turns into what it is, then I would say, more than the party, it reflects on the person's character and their integrity to do what they're doing.
So, at the last moment where we are seeing the letter reaching to Lok Sabha Speaker, what about that?
Yeah, okay. That letter is a preemptive measure. Okay. Please remember that who does the party name and symbol belong to has still not been decided by the Supreme Court of India. And since you asked me, how do we stop something like this? If the Supreme Court of India had prioritized, and with all due respect to the Supreme Court, because it is extremely frustrating at times to see that something which needs prioritized, to be prioritized, has not happened. And the the Schedule 10 of the Constitution, which says 2/3 split from top to bottom, is the way forward for acknowledging another party. But now we saw, because of no decision, we saw NCP break like this. We've seen Aam Aadmi Party. Aam Aadmi Party's case is very curious. The party stays intact. But 2/3 MPs, because they constitute 2/3 of majority in the Rajya Sabha, they go and align with the BJP. They merge with the BJP. Who has heard something like this? What concept is this? 2/3 is top to bottom split, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, assemblies, etc., including Punjab Assembly, including the local bodies and of the party. But nothing of that sort has happened. 7 people decide they are Aam Aadmi Party in the Rajya Sabha and they've gone. So this actually should have been shut down by the Supreme Court. After Aam Aadmi Party, we saw this happen with TMC. TMC moves into, BJP says, we don't want these 20 MPs, but we need to break away this party. So they come up with an obscure shell political party. It's like the shell firms of this country which we're addressing for financial frauds. This is a political fraud addressed through a shell party. With the 20 MPs merge into an unknown entity. Again, 2/3 is the excuse given. Actually, if all of this is challenged in the Supreme Court and if Supreme Court prioritizes this, all of them will stand to be disqualified. So this is the only solution where Supreme Court says that the constitution which was drafted by Bharat Ratna, Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar, by which everyone swears allegiance to, the proud son of Maharashtra, and the betrayal started from Maharashtra, we need to put that straight. That is when our parliamentary democracy will rise, survive and thrive.
Right. As the whip is issued, tomorrow is a crucial meeting, but what if the MPs don't turn out to be present there? What will happen?
No, we will work well within the constitutional mandate that is given to every political party. Anyone who breaches that trust should be up for some kind of, I would say, accountability. You cannot just move from here to there and decide that this is what I plan to do. You cannot rise one fine day and say, okay, you all may have voted for me, but I've lost faith. The elected representative has lost faith in the leadership. That is why he's not giving up his seat, but he's moving to another faction. People of the country also are watching. So this is the problem. This is the crux of the whole matter. So if they choose to do what they do, we will follow whatever constitutional norms are given to us, and we will again appeal to the Supreme Court. Right. That while one issue has not been settled, there's another issue which has been created.
MLC, we speak about Mr. Tumane. Very categorically, he came to media and he was speaking about the fact that he claimed that Mr. Uddhav Thackeray is inefficient and he lacks coordination with his people and there is no grassroots connection. How do you see this statement coming from him, especially when such debacle is taking place?
Look who it is coming from. He was the first mover towards the Shinde faction when the first round of this so-called operation happened. Unconstitutional, undemocratic split that happened. When he talks about it, it's a little funny. He was a member of parliament, lost his election badly by Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray ji only, by the MV Alliance only, and has come as an MLC. So he coming and giving these sermons is actually comical, and I wouldn't want to give him any further. I mean, I wouldn't want to respond to someone like him who's talking about such successful operations like as if it's some badge of honor that they're indulging in.
My last question to you. How are you going to see the further course of action of Shiv Sena UBT when the kind of talks that are taking place, and what if the MPs are actually moving and joining hands with the other camp?
No, we will have to leave it to the people of this state, people of the constituency. They will see for themselves how, when they came out and voted for Uddhavji, these people who Uddhavji trusted and gave a ticket to have chosen to choose their sides once inside the parliament. It doesn't function like this. Political parties have a whip, political parties have a leader, and if they defy the whip, they defy the leadership, they stand to be disqualified. But in India, all of those norms have been changed ever since 2014. And after the ambition of 2019, ever since Amit Shah ji became the Home Minister of the country. So having said that, I'm just hoping better sense would prevail. And somewhere down the line, even BJP would speculate because like Hillary Clinton used to say, you cannot just grow snakes in your backyard and hope that they bite your neighbors without having consequences for yourself.
Absolutely. Well, this was an exclusive conversation with Priyanka Chaturvedi, categorically speaking about how these MPs are also answerable to the Janta of Maharashtra. With video journalist Sanjay, this is Shweta for NewsX.